Hi, today we're going to show you how to use a boundary mic or a surface mount microphone as a theatrical stage monitoring mic so the control room can hear what's going on the stage. We're going to use an Audio-Technica surface mount mic here. It's called an AT871R Uniplate, and basically it just goes just like that, and it's going to pick up all this area on the stage, no problem. It's a very sensitive microphone, and it's got a pattern that goes away from it like this. It has a small mini XLR connector that goes into it here. There we go, just like an XLR, but it's just miniaturized. And we've got that patched into a regular XLR cable going on up to our snake. So we'll go back to the control room and get this set up. All right. Now we're going to configure this microphone. So I've got this microphone going into channel 1 on our snake, and which comes into channel 1 on our mixer board. So this microphone is a condenser microphone. Most boundary microphones are condensers. They require phantom power or 48 volt power. So I'm going to apply the 48 volt power to that microphone so it'll work. The next thing I'm going to do is press this input button over in my meters section. By pressing input, all of these meters here will show what input is coming into this channel. So now that I've got 48 volt power applied to that microphone, I'm going to start bringing up the gain. This is giving power to the microphone, and we're going to see if we start getting some signal here. Looks like we're getting some signal coming into that channel. So there's some folks on stage. So yeah, we'll put it about right there. There's just some people kind of mumbling right now, so it's not very loud out there. But if we're getting that much there, so 12, 3 o'clock, somewhere up in there is probably a good thing. So now, we're not going to send any of whatever this microphone's picking up, we're not going to send that to our house speakers. We only want that to be able to monitor it here in the control room. So I want to make sure that none of this signal is going to go out to the house speakers. So I'm going to select that channel, and then I'm going to check Assign. This is how you assign a channel to a main output. Sub 1 would be our overhead speakers, the overhead distributed system, and main would be our main center cluster that's over the top of the stage. So we're going to make sure that none of that is assigned. Now, in order to get that signal to our control room speakers, what we need to do is solo it. So I'm going to choose Solo, and then over here in our control room, our monitoring section, I'm going to choose Solo. So now what will come out of my headphones or my monitor speakers here will be whatever I have soloed. However, Solo is post-fader. Solo means it's going to pick up whatever's coming after it comes all the way through the signal. So two things, I have it muted and the fader's already all the way down. So we're not going to hear it. If I unmute it and then start bringing it up, you see I can hear what's going on. We don't want to have to deal with this fader and adjust it and stuff, so what we're going to do is turn that off. We're also going to mute this, and we're going to use this button over here in the monitor section called PFL. PFL stands for Pre-Fade Listen. So if I press Pre-Fade Listen, that's going to solo this channel before it gets muted, before it goes into the fader and gets assigned to anywhere else. It's basically going to just monitor what's coming into the channel, no matter what I do with it afterwards. So if I press PFL, I should be able to hear some of this signal. Great. So now we're set up for monitoring what's going on stage. We attach that microphone to channel 1, assign some 48 volt phantom power to it, turn our meters on, apply some gain until we know we're getting a healthy signal. Make sure it's not assigned to any of our main outputs. Solo it. Solo and PFL here. And now we have whatever that mic's picking up on stage. We can monitor what's going on. Yay!